They do not fear your weakness. They rely on it. The world does not punish hesitation immediately. It studies it. It memorizes it. Then it positions itself around it. You are not afraid of becoming powerful. You are afraid of what power will require you to sacrifice. Reputation, approval, innocence. Machiavelli understood something most people refuse to confront. To rule your reality, you must be willing to become the person others are too timid to become. Not evil, not reckless, but strategically unrestrained. The philosophy of the shadow. Machiavelli never instructed men to become monsters. He instructed them to become necessary. In The Prince, he made one principle clear. A leader who depends only on love collapses the moment love disappears. But one who understands fear, perception, and calculated force survives emotional storms. This is not cruelty. This is clarity. The shadow is not evil. It is suppressed capability. It is your ability to withhold emotion when others weaponize it. To leverage vulnerability without exposing your own. To control narrative dominance instead of reacting to it. To apply calculated ruthlessness when softness would destroy you. Sun Tzu said all warfare is based on deception. Psychological warfare begins long before conflict. It begins with identity. Most people construct identities designed to be liked. The strategist constructs identity designed to win. You fear becoming cold because you confuse coldness with cruelty. They are not the same. Coldness is emotional discipline. Cruelty is emotional indulgence. The shadow is disciplined, and disciplined individuals reshape their environments. Law 1, control your internal narrative. The first battlefield is internal. If your emotions dictate your behavior, you are predictable. If you are predictable, you are controllable. Machiavellian virtue is strength of will, strategic intelligence, adaptability. It is mastery over impulse. Why are you afraid of becoming decisive? Because decisiveness risks disapproval. But disapproval is not destruction. Weakness is. To become the person you fear, detach from the need to be perceived as harmless. Harmless people are overlooked. Overlooked people become irrelevant. And irrelevance is silent defeat. Law 2, leverage perception. Power is rarely brute force. It is narrative dominance. You do not need to be feared constantly. You need the possibility of consequence to exist in the minds of others. Appear composed under pressure. Reveal little. Let others project assumptions. People fear what they cannot measure. The version of you that you fear becoming is not violent. It is unreadable. Unreadable individuals command psychological space. Law 3, emotional detachment is armor. Emotion is a tool, but only when you hold it. Never when it holds you. An angry strategist loses clarity. Desperation reveals dependence. Over-explaining reveals insecurity. The shadow pauses, calculates, chooses silence instead of reaction. Silence unsettles aggressors. Calmness destabilizes manipulators. Emotional detachment is not absence of feeling. It is command over timing. Law 4, controlled ruthlessness. Machiavelli wrote that necessary severity should be swift and decisive. In modern terms, this means boundaries. If someone repeatedly undermines you and you tolerate it, you train them to continue. Softness invites repetition. Strategic firmness prevents escalation. Controlled ruthlessness means ending manipulative dynamics without drama, removing yourself from exploitative arrangements, refusing to negotiate with disrespect. Mercy without authority becomes submission. Authority without cruelty becomes stable influence. The shadow understands proportion. Law 5, fortify your own weakness. Every human system has fault lines. Insecurity, ego, fear of exclusion, desire for validation. These are levers, But you cannot leverage vulnerability in others if you are governed by your own. If flattery controls you, you are predictable. If criticism destabilizes you, you are exploitable. Audit your psychological weaknesses. Where are you reactive? Where are you dependent on praise? Where do you avoid confrontation? These are not flaws to hide. They are vulnerabilities to fortify. Law 6, strategic absence. Availability reduces leverage. If you are constantly accessible, constantly explaining, constantly reassuring, your psychological weight decreases. Scarcity intensifies influence. Do not chase. Evaluate. When you withdraw attention strategically, you reveal who depends on it. Dependence reveals power structures. Law 7, adapt or be removed. Fortune is unpredictable. Virtue allows adaptation. Rigid identity collapses under pressure. The strategist adjusts tone, presence, and intensity according to terrain. Professional in one room, reserved in another. Dominant when required. This is not hypocrisy. It is survival intelligence. Water shapes itself to the terrain. It is soft, yet it erodes mountains. Law 8, break the fear of judgment. You are not afraid of becoming powerful. You are afraid of being misunderstood. Those who refuse to operate strategically are praised temporarily. Those who operate strategically are respected long-term. The shadow does not seek applause. It seeks position. Position outlives opinion. The tactical execution. First, audit your compliance patterns. Notice where you agree to avoid tension. Notice where you dilute your opinion to preserve approval. Stop negotiating against yourself. Second, practice controlled silence. In your next confrontation, reduce your words by half. Let discomfort linger. Silence forces others to reveal more. Information is leverage. Reaction is weakness. Third, redefine boundaries clearly once. Calmly, firmly, without emotional escalation. Consistency builds psychological authority. Fourth, develop strategic ambiguity. Do not reveal all plans. Do not reveal all emotions. Allow underestimation. Underestimation is tactical advantage. Fifth, separate kindness from compliance. You can be respectful without being permissive. The shadow eliminates self-betrayal. Sixth, train emotional delay. When triggered, delay response. Time converts reaction into strategy. Seventh, design your reputation intentionally. Decide how you will be perceived. Decisive or negotiable. Composed or reactive. Controlled or transparent. Reputation is psychological currency. Invest carefully. The final warning. Power changes perception. It also isolates. When you become disciplined, people who benefited from your softness may withdraw. When you establish boundaries, manipulators may call you arrogant. When you stop over-explaining, insecure individuals may call you distant. Becoming the person you fear is not about darkness. It is about integration. Light without shadow is naive. Shadow without light is destructive. Strategic awareness without cruelty. Firmness without chaos. Calculated restraint. If you embrace only the light, you will be used. If you embrace only the shadow, you will be isolated. But if you integrate both, you become formidable. The world does not reward innocence. It rewards strategic awareness. The question is not whether you possess a shadow. You do. The question is whether you command it, or whether someone else already does. Choose carefully, because once you see the game, you cannot unsee it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video to 5 friends and groups.